Good morning, sir, and thank you for having this interview with me. Can I please have your full names, age, occupation, and occupation?
Oh, my name is Dr Juniel Matavire. I'm 52 and I'm a senior lecturer here at Tshwane University of Technology.
Okay, thank you, sir. Can you please tell me a little about your childhood and upbringing?
I'm born in a family of 6. Yeah, and I'm the 4th in that queue. Yeah, we were born in a simple communal family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we were brought up like any other ordinary kids who grew up in a village and went to school in the village and developed from there.
Okay,
That was all about my childhood. It wasn't that kind of a tumultuous childhood.
Okay, can I please ask which village did you grow up in?
Matavire village. I was born in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Yeah, in a district called Mberengwa in Zimbabwe, and grew up there in a family like I indicated to you.
Yeah.
My parents were peasant farmers. They were just ordinary communal farmers. The way the village is established in Zimbabwe is significantly different. It's like a farm environment.
Yeah.
It's not like a location. So we have lots of land and we keep cattle, we grow crop, and we grow up like that.
Okay, yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
So what are some of your favorite hobbies or activities outside of work?
I'm found in church every Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, and every evening and afternoon I'm watching football. I love football. I do quite some reading, particularly of current affairs. I want to stay abreast with what is happening around me. So I read quite a lot, watch the television and watch the news and get involved in social life.
Okay, besides current affairs, is there like any book that you are reading? It may be about anything.
It's not only about reading. I am also an author. I publish quite significantly. My latest book for 2024 is called Fundamentals of Social Sciences Research. So I write academic books that are used by masters and doctoral students.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, it's really nice. I didn't do that.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that's like the latest book of 2024, which means there are other books.
There are other books. I have got another book called Interactive Teaching and Learning of English.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I have another one called Literary Appreciation, which is literally teaches you how to understand literature, poetry, prose, drama, the essay. So how to appreciate literature and how to write, how to understand literature. That's what the book is about. I have another one called literacy. All right.
Okay. And where can one find your books?
Exclusive Books.
Yeah.
Sells my books.
Okay.
So if you go to Exclusive Books, I usually publish with Unisa Press because of my academic inclination. I write for the academic field. I don't write fiction. I write academic.
Yeah.
So you find them in academic bookshops, bookshops that sell academic texts.
Are they also available online?
Yes, they are also available online.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
the latest for 2024 is also available as an e-book.
Okay.
Yeah, it's also available as an electronic book. So you can find it online and you can buy it online as well.
Okay, so you can forward me the links to your book and I'll include them in my article. so that people who want to read can access them?
I can do that very quickly. Yeah. Can do that very quickly as soon as this interview is concluded.
Okay, thank you, sir. So my next question is, what are some of your most notable achievements? You've just told me one, that you've written so many books. Yeah, if there are others, I would like to know what they are.
The greatest achievement one can make is to make a change in other people's lives. The focus should be on others and not on the self.
Okay.
Yeah, it's easy to achieve and get promoted and get up the ladder and so on. That is very easy, but to cause such transformation on the part of others is what is more paramount. So when I cause or when I influence you to become a better person, that becomes my greatest achievement.
Okay.
It's to be an example to others,
Yeah,
to
that's
be
beautiful.
a model to others.
Yes. Yeah, that's really beautiful. So, what inspired you to accomplish all that you have currently?
It's like you asked earlier on, it's my childhood more than it was a personal ambition. I was brought up to understand the plight of the black person in the era in which I was born and the kind of environment in which I was born.
Yes.
I learned that life is a struggle and battles must be won. So I learned never to give up until I win. So when I target what I want to do, I do it to its completion, regardless of what stands on the way.
Okay. Yeah.
Regardless.
Regardless of anything,
Yeah,
you are gonna
there
achieve
should
what
be
you wanna achieve.
nothing can stop an ambitious heart.
Okay.
Nothing can stop a heart which is an endeavor.
Okay, so before the question that I'm gonna ask you now, I would actually like to know all the qualifications that you have and where did you get them? Like
Okay.
which institutions?
My first qualification was a diploma in education, which I obtained from the University of Zimbabwe. I then obtained a Bachelor of Education from Solusi University and obtained a Bachelor of Technology from Tshwane University and obtained a Master's in English from the University of Zimbabwe and obtained a Doctor of Education again from the University of Zimbabwe and a Doctor of Applied English Language Studies from the University of the Witwatersrand in South Africa.
So yeah, you are very well accomplished. I can say that. So my next question is, what are some goals that you are still hoping to achieve?
The way I structure my life is such that I prefer God to assign me what to do rather than for me to set my own goals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
God charts my path and I follow what God has set for me. It's just what it is. I have learned to understand God and what God does and what God does for his people. And I have chosen to be a disciple along that line. It's a choice.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I wouldn't want to stand here and give you ambitions for higher office or for. I don't structure my life that way. I prefer to be guided by providence.
Yeah, that's a great answer. Yeah. That's a great answer. So,
Yeah.
how do you define success and how do you measure it?
Success must be understood in the context of happiness. You must be happy with your life. We do all the kinds of things that we do because we do so in pursuit of joy, in pursuit of happiness. You must try to live a happy life. When you are happy with who you are, what you are, and what you do, then that's a good life. That's what is called good life, and that's what you must aspire for. To be pleasing, to be a good person before God and men. Don't seek to be good to yourself. Seek to be good before God
and before men. Okay, yeah, I think I know that scripture from somewhere.
Yes.
Okay, have you ever traveled abroad? If not, do you want to?
I've been all over the world, I think. I have traveled reasonably, not only all over the world, but I've also traveled significantly around Africa, around Southern Africa, let me be specific. I have traveled, part of what I do has seen me visiting almost every town in South Africa. I would want to think that I know as many towns as is reasonably possible in Botswana, Namibia, and Zimbabwe. I'm still to familiarize myself with Mozambique specifically, and other further outward countries in Africa. I have not ventured too far out of Africa into the greater Africa. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Outside Southern Africa. Yeah. I've been to Europe, I've been to England once and came back, and that was it. I might still want to understand the Far East and Asia, maybe, and maybe the Australias one day. But I know with the kind of job that I do, if I were the kind that wants to see places, I could have found an excuse to go to those places. But unfortunately, I'm not that kind.
Okay. So with all the countries and towns that you have traveled, how was the experience?
People travel for different reasons, and they visit different places. One of my greatest experiences was visiting the Victoria Falls. If you know the Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's a magnificent place. You go there once, you wish to go there again. Yeah, there is an atmosphere that the Victoria Falls give you. There is a magnificence that it gives you, and a kind of freshness that it gives you, which you can't find anywhere else. So yeah, visiting is special, it's good. Yeah, but if you go into cities and remain in the cities, then probably visiting isn't as good as it is supposed to be.
Yeah. Okay, so what are some of the important lessons you've learned throughout your career?
It's to be simple. The greatest sophistication is found in simplicity. To live a simple life, to be a simple person to everyone, and to be a good example in everything that you do.
Okay, and what is the advice you would give to someone starting out in your career field?
There is no substitute for hard work and ambition. You must be ambitious and work to achieve what you think you can achieve. Listen to your heart. Your heart will tell you where you should go. Listen to God's commission. God will command you on where to go and give you the means to get there. Yours is only to put the effort, to work hard. It's just what it is. Yeah. If you follow your own heart and your own mind, you are not likely to get to where you think you can be.
Okay, I also agree with that.
Yeah.
So, okay, this is like a fun question, a light-hearted question. If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be?
There is an